All righty, welcome in, guys. Can you guys hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. We got sound. Okay, I'm getting all my chats pulled up right now. Give me 2 seconds. Nero, welcome in. How's it going? Sorry, I am streaming from my kitchen today, so I have to get a couple things completely set up. All right, that looks about right. All right, cool. Welcome in, Grotlick, Blood Thinner, Culture, good morning. C-Dub, good morning. How's it going, guys? Nero, welcome in. Do something about your hair, yeah. My hair's a hot mess this morning. Culture, good morning. C-Dub, on a run, but putting you in the headset. Thank you so much. I appreciate the lurk. Good morning. Early birds. It's 10 o'clock. It's not that early. Good morning. How's it going? Michael, how's it going? Here in C5. Sweet. Welcome in. Okay, so today we are doing a meal prep. We're not working out at all today, thank goodness. I am freaking beat from this week. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. I actually didn't print out the recipe. I probably should have done that. Oh, it's fine. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to heat up my coffee and sit and chat with you guys for a minute before we get started. I have the meat already in the crock pot. I'll tell you guys about what I did. It has to sit in the crock pot for like 3 hours, but I wanted you guys to see the finished product. So I started it a little bit early, but I mean, it's pretty easy. So, okay, let me pull up a chair and we're just gonna sit and chat for a bit before we get started. I know I'm not working out today. Thursday is my active recovery day. Sometimes we do active recovery in the garage and sometimes we do cooking streams. So I needed to cook. I'm doing this, I'm doing a big batch of this pasta today. It has like a cheese sauce that is a cottage cheese base, which sounds weird, but I've made quite a few cheese sauces with cottage cheese base. And they turn out really, really good and creamy and delicious. So I'm going to share this recipe with you guys today. But it's really good. It's a crock pot, so it doesn't require a lot of dishes or anything like that. So it's gonna be nice. Live at home today, yeah. I mean, my gym is like 10 feet that way. We're still home, but we're in the kitchen today. Buzzing Ranger, good morning. Neg, good morning. Am I saying that right? Florida boy, hello, back in the kitchen where she's supposed to be. Oh my gosh, you're such a turd. I meant those who were here before. Yeah, that's true. Are you alone? No, I have my whole family here, actually. My whole family here is here. I need a little bit more coffee. I'm still feeling kind of sweepy. Which should we be extra? Let's use we'll drink out of our Bucky mug today. Oh no, are you freaking serious? Never mind. We will not be drinking the rest of our coffee because a freaking fly died in it. I guess I can heat it more this way. A fly squeezed it. I had a lid on my coffee too and it still got in there somehow. I don't even know. Freaking fly. Brandon, welcome in. Good morning. And just another reminder, Jesus loves you. Yes, he does. I love it. Good morning. I love the Motley crew playing right now. Nice. Cody always puts on the lo-fi playlists and I hate them. I don't know if he knows this, but I kind of hate them. The only lo-fi playlist I really like is they have a Star Wars lo-fi playlist that I'm obsessed with, but it's all it's Star Wars songs. It's songs that I recognize and I really like those. But all the other chill lo-fi playlists, a lot of them remind me of elevator music, and there's not very many good ones that I've found. Not saying that there aren't good ones out there. There might be, but it's a little more my jam. How are you? I'm doing good. So I think my body battery got back up to, well, it's 65. Normally I start my day with like a 90 to 100 body battery. I've been starting in like the 50s. Today's I'm in the 60s, so that's better than where I was, but I've been really tired this week. It's been bad. Kelvala, welcome in. How are you? So I found this YouTube channel yesterday of a guy who reviews a whole bunch of TV series and movies and stuff. And so I got a long list of shows to watch that look pretty decent. And I would pull them up right now, but it's on my phone. I'm streaming off my phone right now, so can't do that. But I'm really excited about it. I'll have to share it with you guys, and then you guys can comment and tell me which ones are good if you've seen them. I don't wear one of those things. Tell me how good. Wait, hold on. I dare not wear one of those things. Tell me how good I sleep. Yeah. Your watch would be yelling at you all the time, Grotty. Hey, what's up, Lily? How you doing? Good morning. Okay. Coffee. But first, coffee. And a chair. I'm going to be sitting my little booty down. So I did get my walk in this morning. Thursdays, I do about an hour-long walk in the mornings. It's hot. Not too bad. Not blazing. I normally do like an intense run first thing in the morning. This morning is just a walk day. So you would think that knowing that you only have to walk in the morning, it'd be easier to get out of bed, but I was so lazy. I hit snooze for 40 minutes this morning. It was very difficult to get out of bed. And I've been going to bed at like 9:30 lately, hoping that I'll feel a little more motivated to wake up in the morning, and that hasn't been working out for me. I've just been like tossing and turning a bunch. My sweet girl. Yeah. Is it hot out there? You're all snuggly. Oh, yeah. You don't like me. Yeah. You're so sweet. You're so cute. Okay. So, I wonder what a seasoned CrossFit athlete would look like in a HYROX race. So Tia Toomey actually has done a couple HYROX races. She hasn't done a solo yet. I'm really curious to see how she would do in solo, but she did a doubles with James Newbury. And I think they got like a world record, mixed doubles world record or something. They did really well. She's been doing like crazy amounts of mileage and dropping weight and stuff like that. So I think Tia will do fine. There was a couple other big CrossFitters who competed, and they were kind of just like average. They didn't like go and like mess everybody up in HYROX. I feel like the difference between CrossFit and HYROX is different enough that if you're going to cross over from one sport to another, if you were a top athlete in one, you might be able to kind of compete, but you're not going to come and dominate HYROX, because HYROX is a lot more running based, and a lot of CrossFitters, even though CrossFitters do really like high intensity stuff, have high VO2 max, they're really strong. Normally the people who are in HYROX outrun them anyways. Other than food and sleep, what is the best supplement for energy? I don't know. I honestly, I'm not entirely sure on that one. Yeah, eating a good diet and sleep is a big one. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? What do you think is a good supplement for energy? Honestly, I noticed that whenever like testosterone levels and stuff are where they should be, you feel fantastic. Not saying that you should go take testosterone, but trying to optimize like your natural testosterone production, you feel really, really good, I would say. But I don't know, like vitamin wise. I do take like a B complex, and that seems to help a little bit, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Hydration. You're gonna feel so much better if you're hydrated. You're absolutely right. That's a great one. You like my kitchen? Thank you, Cavalia. You're so sweet. How long was it popular in Australia before coming to America? I think HYROX has been, it was established quite a few years ago. I think it got really popular in Europe and Australia probably about 3 years ago, and it's been hitting pretty hard here in the States for probably like the last year. There were people that were competing, Americans that were competing years ago. What's her name? Lauren Weeks is American, and she's been doing HYROX for 3, 4, 5 years now. It's been quite a while. So I would say some of the first Americans, it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But it hasn't really started blowing up here in the States. I think it's maybe like this last year, it's been pretty popular, but it's been popular in Europe for a minute. Hey, what's up, Jack? Welcome in. 3C Films is a great YouTube channel for movies. Okay. 3C Films. Okay. You'll have to message me so I don't forget. Or do I have a notepad and I don't have to get up? Okay. I forget the guy's name. Oh, do I not have? Damn it. Do I have a pen or pencil? 3C. My kids are blasting music upstairs. What do you say? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? 3C Films. Okay. For shows. And that's a YouTube channel. Sweet. Yeah, I just found somebody who I'd seen some of the ones that this guy had recommended, and I was like, oh, that was good. They did recommend Adolescence, which I thought was absolutely horrible. They had this, it was like a lot of psychological back and forth, which I liked initially. But the end of the show was like very anticlimactic, and like, it was like, I don't know, it was a very big letdown. So I ended up hating the show because of the end. But yeah, I cut out cheese and dairy recently. Best feeling ever. Really? I mean, I personally like cheese and dairy a lot, and I feel good when I eat it, but I know that, you know, other people sometimes don't feel fantastic on it. I went to the gym at 8 a.m. for a leg day. Glad I did. Pickles. Pickles. Shut up. Be quiet. Goodness, that dog is so yappy. Glad I did, since I just got a heat alert that it'll reach 100 degrees. Oh gosh, that sounds horrible. Drinking a lot of water. Yeah, being hydrated will make you feel like your energy levels will be a lot better. So if you're an old man, can you do a HYROX? Yes. I saw there was like a 75 or 80-year-old that broke the world record for like his age group and stuff, which, you know, there's probably going to be significantly less people at that age doing it, but that means that somebody in that age group is doing it. Oh, and you got goodies. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Can you tell that we go through a lot of butter in this house? Oh my gosh. We use ridiculous amounts of butter in our house. It's so good. Short-term or long-term energy hydration? Yeah, that's a great answer. I'm here on YouTube as well. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Banana's the easiest, moderate, quick release. Yeah. Yeah. 20 to 30 minutes before a workout, banana is good. I think they are probably talking about more like daily energy. Adolescence is awful. Starts great, but gets lost. Yeah. I liked like the back and forth between like the child and like his therapist, and it was kind of weird and it was interesting, but then like the end was a huge letdown. I was like, that's it. That was exactly what I said. Cody and I looked at each other and were like, that's it. We were so disappointed. So I would not recommend the show. Huge letdown. Okay. What's up, Andrew? Welcome in. If you like suspenseful psychological shows, I have the show for you. What is it, Em? Cross is the name of it. Deals with serial unalivers. I think so. I think I did it right. Okay, what is it called? Cross is the show. Okay, that sounds fun. I like all that stuff. Well, you're pretty. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it. At least we're getting some nice comments today. Love the lifestyle. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this morning I made a slightly smaller batch. The person was recommending doing 3 pounds of ground beef for this thing, but it made meal preps for like a freaking army. I was like, that's a little too much. So I ended up doing a little bit less. I did 2 pounds of ground beef, diced tomatoes, and then it was like your generic like salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I think that was it. And I mixed all of that up and then I put it in the crock pot. It's been cooking for about 2 hours on high for like the slow cooker. It's like, yeah, we're cooking it in the crock pot on high. It's supposed to cook 2 to 3 hours. So I think probably in about 30 minutes from now, we can start cooking the pasta and making the sauce for this. And then we're going to combine all of it. So it's going to be the meat, the seasoned meat that we have cooking. It's going to be pasta and this homemade, healthy, high protein cheese sauce. And it looks really yummy. And one thing that people were saying about it is that it saves really well. Because the one thing I hate about meal prepping is making food and then whenever you go to heat it up, it gets like super dry and nasty, or like the chicken or something gets like chewy, or the rice gets super dry and like hard. I don't like that. So if I'm going to spend the time meal prepping, I want the food to taste like almost just as good as when I make it fresh. And I feel like this one is going to be that. You can use protein pasta. I'm using regular pasta because that's what I had. You can use protein pasta for a couple extra grams of protein. It's honestly, the protein pasta isn't super high in protein, but it's better than like regular pasta. And I think they use a little bit better ingredients, but you can use that or just use regular pasta, however you want to do it. But we'll get that started, the pasta and the sauce started in about 20-30 minutes from now. We're just hanging out for the moment. Best suspense show you've seen in a long time? I do like suspenseful shows. I love it. Can you make birria in a crock pot? Probably. And that's actually sounds like a fantastic idea. I love it. My kids are home right now. Yeah, no, I'm not squatting any of the kids. I did squat 245 for 3 yesterday. I felt pretty good about that. It was challenging. The first rep felt pretty easy. Second rep, I got kind of lightheaded on. And then the third rep, my knees were starting to buckle. I was like, ooh, man, this is getting challenging for sure. But I felt pretty good. So I improved on my 10K by 4 minutes, or almost 4 minutes. My row, I improved by like 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is crazy. I've done the most pull-ups I've ever done in my life, which was 11. I did a max set of 11 pull-ups, and that was after my 5K row for time. So my back was already kind of tired, and I still got 11. So I was happy with that. And then I don't normally do a 3-rep max. I haven't done a 3-rep max since I was in college. It was a long time ago. I mean, it was like last year. No, I'm just kidding. So I didn't know what to expect for a 3-rep max. I feel like 245 was halfway okay. So yeah. Good morning, chef. What is on the menu? I don't have like a name for this meal prep, but it's beef and noodles with like a homemade like high protein cheese sauce. So it's really, really good. And I love the flavor. It's very savory and creamy. You can add in vegetables if you want. I was supposed to save my broccoli. I used the wrong vegetable for my dinner like 2 nights ago. I was supposed to use my asparagus and I ended up using the broccoli, forgetting that the broccoli was for this meal. So I intended to put broccoli in this as well, but I accidentally used it. So you can, I think the person who made this meal used frozen broccoli. You can just throw in, you know, the last like hour while it's cooking and warming up and everything is mixed together. I'm just not going to add it. I'm not a huge fan of frozen vegetables. I mean, it depends on what it is. Like frozen peas or corn or something like that is fine. But yeah, I'm just going to not add. I'll probably just make broccoli or some vegetable on the side with it fresh. Because I mean, I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll be home, so it's not a big deal. I know everybody's asking about the Chicago tickets. I have no idea when Chicago is going to be released. I would imagine that they're still like going back and forth, like negotiations for the venue. I don't know why they haven't released them yet. Honestly, I think that's probably the only thing that I can think of. Oh my gosh, Alcy, thanks for the heart me. Prius guy, thank you for the what's up. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Favorite TV shows. Oh, there's so many good ones I feel like we've watched recently. I don't know. We've been doing a whole bunch of different ones. The one we've been working on with our neighbors is Severance. Has anybody seen Severance? Don't tell me the end. We haven't seen the whole show yet, but we did Severance. We're doing Severance right now. I think we're like 4 episodes in. It's starting to get kind of like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But yeah, I don't know about Chicago tickets. They did open up some tickets for Atlanta, though. I think they're doing a HYROX on Halloween in Atlanta, which sounds fun. I really considered adding that one to the queue, but I don't know if I'm going to. Dr. Common Sense, what's up? How about guy friends? Are you asking me if I have guy friends? I do not really. The only friends that I have that are men are like friends, like when they're like couples, like they're already married. I don't just hang out with guys to hang out with guys. I don't know. The Recruit I thought was good. I like stuff like, I liked Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time was pretty decent. Some of the stuff can get a little bit cheesy. I do like fantasy kind of shows too, and I like a lot of like Viking stuff. Like Vikings was good. I liked what's that? The Last Kingdom. That one was pretty good. I started good. It got a little dry in the middle, and then the end of it ended pretty decent. What else? What else did I really like? I really like Silicon Valley was hilarious. That show was so good. I have not seen Novocaine. Is that one good? I don't watch horror movies. Not really. I'm not a huge horror fan movie. I did like The Haunting of Hill House, because the reason why I liked that one, because I normally don't like watching stuff that feels like paranormal or demonic or anything like that. But that one, it was kind of spooky, but it also had like a mental health aspect to it. So you weren't sure if this stuff was really happening to the people or if they were just crazy. So I liked that, where you're like, oh my gosh, like it kind of had a psychological factor to it. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, there's so many good shows. I can't even remember them all. What's on the agenda for today? We're going to be meal prepping. I got my meal prep. The meat has probably about another half an hour worth of cooking before I can start adding the other stuff in. So right now we're kind of just chatting until about like 11 o'clock, and then we can start adding in the other things to it. So we're just waiting for the meat to finish cooking. 24P, welcome in. Hello. Did you put highlights in your hair? I had highlights in my hair. Oh gosh, it's probably been like 4 or 5 months now. I got highlights, and I need to actually get my hair done again soonish. I keep going back and forth on what I want to do for like the fall and winter. If I want to keep my hair like this, or if I want to go like darker or more auburny for winter. I don't know what I want to do. I haven't experimented with my hair at all. I didn't dye my hair until like, I think the first time I ever dyed my hair was like 2 or 3 years ago. I did it, and I get like very simple stuff done where it's like a little bit of color on top of my natural hair. But I haven't got to experiment with like different colors. I would never go like super duper blonde or like really, really dark. Like I wouldn't go black hair, but I saw a girl the other day. She had like kind of like a medium to darker brown, but then she had like these honey highlights in it. Oh my gosh, it looked so pretty. And so I thought about going slightly darker for winter and then doing like a honey color mixed in. I don't know. But I have like greenish, like hazel eyes. So I was like, oh man, maybe like the auburn with like would make my eyes stand out more. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Probably just continue doing what I'm doing now. Nostradamus, thank you so much for the heart me and the go popular. I'm sorry. I saw it come in earlier and I just got chatting. I'm sorry. Do you have Netflix? I think I have almost every streaming platform aside from Apple TV. We have like everything through some sort of like we had like Walmart Plus, and so we got Paramount or whatever it was through that. We have Hulu through our phones. We got a whole bunch of different ones. Yeah, someone was asking about what's called Vikings Valhalla. Is that like an extension of the Viking show? It's like a spin-off of Vikings, right? I haven't seen that one. I'm always weary of like the spin-offs. I always feel like they're not as good as like the original. Do you know the phrase, what's your favorite scary movie? No. Women in the Yard is a very bad movie. Oh gosh. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Said Princess Hair, thanks. How many times have you done HYROX? I've only done 2 HYROX. I did doubles with my partner. That was the first one I did. And then a month after that one, I did my first solo at open weight, and that was in Atlanta. So I've done DC and Atlanta. Our next one, I'm going to be doing a pro solo in November. We do have Atlanta again in October. We're probably not going to do that one just because that's like, we're going to be like turning around and doing another HYROX like immediately after. And Nostradamus is doing his half marathon the week before that. So it would be like, we would go to do the half marathon and then turn around and do a HYROX the next weekend. It's just kind of a lot. So I don't know. It's from a horror movie. What movie is it from, Meneleo? I think it's separate. Any other TV shows you remember and like? Oh gosh, I've seen so many shows, I can't think of any. Oh my gosh, did we get some bits? I thought I heard my Mr. Krabs go off. Thank you, whoever gave bits. I don't have all my stuff pulled up on here. I can't see my activity feed. Oh, that's not it. That's definitely not it. No, go back. What did I do? Oh God, I'm messing things up. Hey, what's up, MJ? Welcome in. I finished Game of Thrones yesterday. Yes, that one was such a good one. I do wish that Game of Thrones had a little bit less nudity in it. The first couple seasons was kind of hard to get through because it was literally like, rape scenes and sex scenes like very frequently. But the further along it got into the show, the less nudity it had. So it was like, it got better. You know, HBO always has to make things kind of over the top. But then as the show like got more more of a following, I feel like it kind of died down a little bit. But the first I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons, it was a lot. But that show was so good. The last season was a bit of a letdown.
1, 2, 1.
Oh, I went to 3, so it's just 1. 1 has the activity feed.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you gonna be sitting the whole time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Change the camera angle.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be standing up here soon. The Fox, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you, thank you. Now that I figured out how to see my activity feed. Okay, let's go back to that one. I have been arriving 3 days in a row. Look at you, MJ. I appreciate it. I've done season 1 of Severance. So what do you think of Severance? You like it so far? We haven't finished season 1 yet, so don't do any spoilers. TC, welcome in. I think they said they're just taking a break and then they're going to go back out in a little bit. My type of workout in the kitchen. Let's go. Yeah, so we're just waiting on the meat to finish up in the crock pot, and then we're going to cook the pasta. I could probably get the water boiling now. We'll cook the pasta, we'll make the cheese sauce, and then we'll combine it all, and I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. It's actually a really easy meal prep, which is fantastic. Never spoil, never predict movies. Yeah. You're such a dork. So Game of Thrones was one of those shows. I'm really good at being able to predict, like, oh, this is going to happen. This person's going to die. These people are having an affair. Like, I'm really good at figuring out, like, the plots of stuff and, like, what's going on. And Game of Thrones, I was, at the end of every episode, we would always predict, okay, what's going to happen next? I think I was wrong every single time. Like, none of us could guess what was going to happen or who was going to kill who or anything. Like, there was so much twists and turns and unexpected things that happened in Game of Thrones. That show definitely kept me on my toes. And I love shows like that because most of the time, like, I would say like 90% of the time I can guess what's going to happen or who's going to be the bad guy. And it's very frustrating for me. So whenever I can find a show where it like actually tricks me, I always get very excited. So there's not a lot of shows. I feel like they make it almost too obvious now. Like their little like scenes and like the foreshadowing and stuff, they make way too obvious in shows now. So it's like, makes me so frustrated. Hey, what's up, Obelix? Welcome in. It's different and weird, but quite addictive. Which one? Oh, Severance. Yeah, it is interesting. It's different. But I still feel like I have, I'm still interested in it, and I love all of the characters in the show. Like, I've seen them in other things before, and I really like the characters. But it is a little odd. It gives me kind of a weird feeling inside, and I think that's the point of the show. But yeah. What's the Start Streak parody? I don't know. That looked funny. I don't know. Remakes of movies can be bad as well. Oh yeah, remakes are terrible. I don't even go and watch them. Especially in the last episode.
At Limitless Fitness. Hello, amazing, beautiful Taylor. How are you? Noel and the kiddos doing today? And nice kitchen.
How is maintenance on that espresso machine? I haven't had to do like anything on it. Anytime I make coffee and I steam milk, as soon as you put the nozzle back down, it flushes itself with like blistering hot water. So it like sanitizes itself. And I honestly don't think we've had to do anything maintenance on it. It's fantastic. And I use it very frequently too. So it's not like I never use it, and that's why I don't have to do maintenance on it. I really like it. So I do recommend that one if you guys are into espresso. Our espresso tastes so good. If it grinds the coffee, and then it obviously does it fresh, and then it purges after you do the steaming of the milk. So it keeps everything really clean and sanitized, which I like. Sam of Anarchy, welcome in. Hello. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I still feel a little bit run down. I think my body battery's in like the 60s today. Yeah, I'm at a 65, so I'm better. The one day I started at a 50, so I think I got all the way down into the teens like 2 days ago. So I am recovering. It's just like recovering a little bit slow. My sleep's been getting slowly better. I was in like the 60s, and then I got like 80 2 nights ago and 85 last night. So I am feeling a little bit better. My sleep quality is getting a little bit better. I had such a stressful week last week, and some of the problems aren't going away, but I do feel like I'm kind of coming down from all the stress a little bit, trying to manage it. I need to do some like deep breathing before I go to bed to try and like relax myself before I go to bed. That's awesome. I did relay last year. I'm going to do my first doubles this year. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. We're doing a relay in Dallas. I'm doing my pro, and then 2 days later I'm doing my pro, and then we're doing a relay, me and Noel, and then our neighbors. You guys know Wendy and her husband. We're going to be doing a relay, and I'm really excited about that. It's going to be so fun. I know Wednesday's coming out soon. I'm so excited. So Wednesday has such like a like a little, it has like a kid vibe, like something I would watch when I was like a teenager kind of vibe to it. And I love it.
Give me a tray.
Like a,
Just not a big one.
oh gosh. But yeah, I'm excited about that one. I like stuff that's a little bit spooky. And I mean, it's not scary at all, but it has like kind of that Halloween-y vibe to it. And I love it. Would you watch a Pugsley show? Probably not. Pugsley's like sweet and he seems like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be entertaining or not. So probably not. Game of Thrones is one of the best. Yeah, it was good. Squid Game is good. I heard everybody was like going crazy over the Squid Game, but I never did watch it. Yeah, probably not. Sorry, Pugsley. Is it Magamies? How do I say your name? I'm so sorry. I just butchered it. Welcome in. I see you there on Kick. Cork Soaker. C. Malloy, welcome in. Mental stress can really affect your body. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Physical and mental stress, emotional, any stress on the body is going to negatively affect your sleep. So trying to manage it before it like gets out of hand is definitely the thing to do. Okay, I'm going to start boiling water for our noodles. I think we have like a massive amount of noodles that we have to make. Also, I forgot to write down the rest of the instructions. Could I borrow your phone for a sec? Okay. Well, whenever you do find it, I need to know just a couple measurements of like how much pasta and things like that, because I forgot to write it all down before I went live. Because I'm, you know, I'm a silly, big silly. You want to, that's going to be quicker than mine. Thirsty? Sweet girl. I keep thinking those are bugs.
Got a bug in your coffee.
No, I was very mad about that. I was saving my coffee so that I could drink the rest of it on stream, and then he must have crawled through the little mouthpiece. Died in there. Flew a little too close to the sun. Dude, I'm really excited about this. Noel is preparing a pork butt. We're going to make tacos tomorrow with our friends. I'm really excited. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of figured there was a good chance it wasn't going to work. Hopefully that's enough. Water. I always have to make sure that the burner actually turns on, because there was one time I had COVID or I had still the effects from COVID. I couldn't smell anything at all. And I didn't realize that the burner didn't light, and I couldn't smell the gas, and the whole house smelled like gas like crazy. And my husband wasn't home, and he came inside and he like freaked out, like opened all the windows and everything. And I was literally about to start cooking something else. If I would have turned on the other burner, like it could have been really bad for me. So thank God. Cooking pasta. Yeah, a little bit of pasta. What's up? Was right. How are you doing? What stations are you doing for the relay? I am doing the ski and wall balls because I think those are probably one of my two best stations. I'm really good at the ski, and I feel like I'm pretty unaffected by wall balls, especially if I'm fresh. I could do 100 unbroken wall balls, and because ski is like our first event, I'm gonna have like 50 minutes or more to recover before I have to do my second event, so I can go absolutely ham on the ski and my first run. Second run, I'm going to be fresh again because, like I said, I have almost the entire race to rest and recover for the second one. And then everybody else kind of picked things that they were good at or not horrible at. Wendy voluntarily picked like the two most horrible things willingly. She's like, I'm really good at lunges. And she's like, I don't mind burpees. And we're like, okay, you can have both of those. So Wendy's doing lunges and burpees. And then Knoll is doing sled push and the row. And then Rich is doing sled pull and farmer's carries. So I think it'll end up good. We all have rest in between our stations, but I think we'll do pretty good. You know, considering we're old and washed up. Just kidding. I did stations 1 and 3. What 1 is ski, 3 is sled pull. Ooh. Sled pull hurts, and you only have one station in between to recover. Yeah, that seems bad. That's awesome. You guys are killing it. Yeah. We're not gonna I don't think we're gonna place or anything because we're not elite. But it'll be fun. We're not trying to place, we're just doing it for fun. So we're gonna try our best and just have a good time doing it. What's your meal prep going? The meat is finishing cooking in the slow cooker. I put it in early this morning. It takes 3 hours to cook. So it's finishing up now. And then we're boiling water for our pasta. It's seasoned ground beef, lean ground beef. There's like diced tomatoes and a couple other things in there. And then we're going to be putting some pasta in there. And then we're going to be making a homemade cheese sauce and onions with bone broth. It's going to be quite yummy. Can actually probably start chopping up the onions now. Apple user, welcome in. How's it going? Oh my gosh, no, I'm not even responding to that. That is not gonna go. That's not going well. No. Firefox, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. How's it going? They're crying. They have the crying laugh emoji. I know where you're going with that. Somebody got me the other day. They made me say something inappropriate. And they were all laughing at me. I know nothing. Okay, let's check on the baby. Yeah, that's toasty. This looks like it's getting close to being done. A little chunky. I think that's the first time I've stirred it since I put it in like 2.5 hours ago. I probably should have stirred it once or twice. But we're going to start chopping up some onions while we're waiting. Like I said, we're going to be sauteing onions in bone broth, probably a little bit of salt and pepper in there. We are making food this morning, yes. Do you recommend air fryers over stovetop for lazy cooks? Yeah, we cook a lot of stuff in the air fryer. I actually prefer quite a few things in the air fryer. Anytime I make any sort of like sweet potato fries or anything like that, I prefer to have them in the air fryer than in the oven. And I actually prefer salmon in the air fryer. I'll chop up salmon I'll either do like little small patties, like probably like 3 or 4 ounces salmons, or I'll do like bite-sized pieces of salmon and I air fry them, and they get so juicy on the inside and like a thin layer of crispy on the outside. So it's really good. So yeah, there's a couple things I prefer in the air fryer, and reheating stuff in the air fryer is so much better than reheating stuff in the microwave or like the oven, because you have to wait for the oven to like heat up, and the air fryer heats up super fast, and it warms up food really, really well. So if you're like a meal prepper like me, having an air fryer is like a game changer. I think I reheat our food almost every day in the air fryer. Hey, what's up, Rob? We are cooking. It doesn't have a name, this specific meal prep, but it's a creamy beef and cheese noodle. It's high protein. We're making the sauce from scratch. It's a cottage cheese based sauce, so it's really yummy and high protein, pretty low cal, and all that. I know I'm in Switzerland and I attend the Women's European Tournament 2025 in Switzerland. That's cool. I would love to go to Switzerland one day. I had to rely on mom's phone's hotspot to connect. Oh gosh. I discovered recently that a lower mood can equal to a craving for more simple carbohydrates. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you're tired, your body craves carbs more, so another reason to get good sleep. And then whenever you eat simple carbs, your blood sugar spikes, which makes you feel good for a second, and then you crash and you feel tired again, and then your body starts craving simple sugars again, and then you consume them. So it's like you're just making your blood sugar spike over and over and over. And that's actually really bad for, like, it ages you faster. The more your blood sugar spikes, obviously you'll become like insulin resistant, possibly diabetic. It's linked to aging too. The more your blood sugar spikes, the faster you age, is something that I read. I think I read that like 6 months ago. I was like, holy crap, that is freaky. That's so crazy. Hope everyone here is behaving. Yeah. They were thinking about saying something inappropriate and they refrained. So good for them. Oh, dang, you cook too? Dude, I cook all the time. Nostradamus obviously helps me out, but we cook, I would say, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. We meal prep all the time. We very rarely eat out, so we're always in the kitchen cooking. Hey, Nostradamus, you disappeared on me. Can I use your phone? Do you ever eat steel cut oats? And have you ever tried Huel? There is a friend of mine who likes I don't know if I'm saying that right, the Huel, or however you say it. I haven't personally tried it, so I don't have an opinion on that. I do have old-fashioned oats on days that I am doing like high intensity exercises early in the morning, or if I have to do like a long run, like before my time trial 10K, I did half a banana. I did like a cup of oats with honey and milk and cinnamon in it, just to get a lot of carbohydrates before a high output. But typically I would say most of my breakfast is high protein. I do eat some carbs in the morning too, just so I feel a little bit better during my workouts, because I work out first thing in the morning. I have actually both my workouts before noon. So I do eat a lot of carbs. Oh my goodness. My little pup is snuggling with a blanket right next to the window. He's so cute. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a dog moment. But yeah, I eat oats. But I don't do oats unless I have like a high intensity or a long run before. But yeah. How's Nostradamus? He's doing good. The guy has been like a running maniac. The guy has been running so much recently, and I am very proud of him. He's signed up. He went from hating running and never wanting to run ever to signing himself up for a half marathon. It's wild. He's been using the Runna app, which is why I reached out to the company for some sort of partnership or, something like that. I think that their app is fantastic. You guys should, if you guys are interested in possibly getting back into any sort of running, or you want to just be more active, if you want to try and get, do a 5K, if you're sedentary and you want to try and do a 5K, or, possibly do a HYROX in the future, or if you want to go all in and you're like, heck, I want to start training for an Ironman or something crazy, they literally have a running program for wherever you're at, whoever you are. And the app is fantastic. They have a whole bunch of videos, nutrition advice, mobility exercises. They have a whole bunch of really cool stuff on there. And we do have 2 weeks for free for the Runna app in my linktree. So if you do command, do the, for Kick, it's command socials. I think everywhere else, it should be command linktree, or the link in my bio. You can also find it there. 2 weeks for free with the Runna app. It has made a world of difference for Nostradamus. I've been using it and doing the Runna app with my coach and everything, and I think that the app is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. And you guys get 2 weeks for free, so you have no reason not to try it. Go give it a try. It's great. I had some hard time in Italy due to limited connection because it's poor there in Italy. Couldn't connect to that much. Oh, okay. That's why we haven't seen you on. I'm sorry. Well, I want you to know that we miss you, and it's always so good to see you, Firefox. Yep, it's in the bio. Okay. Let's get our pasta out, and Nostradamus. If I could borrow your phone just for like 2 minutes so I can get the rest of the recipe, that would be awesome. I think I remember most of it. I just need to know. I know. I just told them about it. I was like, Pickles is laying on the blanket. It's so cute. I just need to know the ingredients for the cheese sauce. I think everything else I'm good. You send it to me in messages. Just do no sound. I think the description's in the, it's in the description, the recipe. Yeah, and I need to know how much pasta.
Cottage cheese. 2
Is-
bags of fat-free cheese.
Wait,
milk and
hold on.
water.
How much cottage?
800 grams.
800 grams. I'm doing about 2/3 of a recipe. 2/3 of 800 grams. And then you said 2 bags cheese. Okay.
1 cup of milk.
1 cup of milk.
Mm-hmm.
There's no seasoning or anything in it. That's the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the onions is just
16 ounce.
and then the bone broth.
16 ounce bone broth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how many noodles? It was like 800 something grams, I think.
672 grams pasta.
672.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I needed 2/3 that. Can you
And those are supposed to be al dente because they'll cook more in the.
Right.
Okay.
What's 2/3 of 800 and 2/3 of the 670? Can you math for me? Sorry, I should have done this before. Which one?
First one.
540 is the 800.
Mm-hmm.
540 grams. Okay, and then for the 670, 2/3 of that. 450. Sweet, thanks. Yeah, the amount of food that one made was absurd. I didn't think we would finish all of that.
Yeah. Okay.
$1? No. Okay. So we're going to measure out 450 grams. I'm using the little shells just because I've been bored of like the normal pasta I've been making lately. But you can use whatever one you want. And you could do a protein pasta too if you want. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be so much. I don't think this bowl is gonna be big enough. Oh wow, is that like perfect? Oh, okay, cool. That is like almost exactly perfect what we need. Yes. I thought for sure we are gonna have to use 2 boxes. Okay. Hey, Boss Baby Steel, welcome in. Did I hear that right? There's HYROX training in the app also. Yes, there is a way to look up if you put that you have a specific race, you can put it in there. So I guess I'll have to pull it up on the phone. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. I can show how to do it. We did it the other day whenever I pulled it up. We found plans for like Spartan races and HYROX and stuff like that too. So I can do that again tomorrow. So let me write that down actually as a note. Runna app, yeah. Whenever somebody asked about Spartan races, whenever I was going through the app, and we found a way to do it. So I don't remember the exact steps off the top of my head. I'd have to go in the app and look. But yeah, there is a way to put your specific race in, and it'll help you. It'll help guide you through and get you ready for your HYROX race as well. They literally have everything. I saw like triathlons and Ironman and all sorts of stuff in there. So yeah, they have a whole bunch of really cool stuff in there. And that app is so well known too that if you have anything that you don't know how to do on it, you could literally watch like a video, a YouTube video or some kind of video on how to do any of the stuff in there too. And you have me. I can always help. I freaking love onions. It was so funny. I always wonder why I always add like tons and tons of garlic and onions in my food. And I literally think my body knows that I need it. I was looking at my gene test again the other day because it's 30 pages worth of information. And you forget like everything that's in there. And when I was going through, it was talking about how my body has a need for certain types of foods. And whenever it listed foods, it was saying like, you need to eat like lots of onions and garlic. And I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder. I literally put it in. If there's any way I can incorporate garlic and onions, or if a recipe has garlic and onions, I almost always like double it because I just love them so much. And then it was in my gene test saying that my body benefits from those types of foods. I was like, oh, that makes sense. No wonder I like them so much. Okay. I have been, oh gosh. I've been bad, no running in 2 weeks. Do you not have access to like a gym, Buzzing Ranger? Yeah. I don't blame you. Is it that hot, like even like early in the morning? Could you get up and do like an early morning run? Noel and I were waking up at, because our friend our friend wanted to run with us, but he has to leave for work at like 6:30 or something. So I think we were waking up at like 5 o'clock and going on runs with him when it was like pitch black outside. And it was actually like very nice. I loved running early in the morning. I always felt so good. I mean, obviously it's hard. Like whenever your alarm goes off, you feel like, oh man, I'm tired. But after my run, I felt so good. I don't know what it is about early morning runs makes me feel so good. Can you run earlier? Or is that just like out of the question? I probably should find an indoor track where I can run. Yeah. Or if it's possible, I know some places never get colder. Like sometimes in Arizona, it's really hot even in like the middle of the night. But usually dawn is like the coldest time of day. So if you could just wake up like an hour earlier and go, what's it called? Go on a run early before it gets too hot. Or find somewhere inside. How long do these need to cook? I thought for sure I was going to need more than one box. Directions. It says 7 to 8 minutes, so we're going to do 7 minutes. We're going to go on the lower side. Go on the lower side because we're going to be putting the noodles in the crock pot for a little bit, and so they're going to cook a little bit longer in the crock pot as well. Okay, so I don't know how much you guys can see of this. Let's go back here. Oh, you can't. Okay. So we just cut up a ton of onions. We're going to warm up our skillet. And we're going to put 16 ounces of bone broth and all of these onions together. And then we're going to simmer them until most of the liquid from the bone broth has evaporated and the onions kind of look caramelized. So that is the next step that we're going to be working on. And because we have a lot of liquid going in, we can put the onions and the bone broth in now and don't have to heat up the pot because we don't have risk of them really sticking, which is nice. How much? 32 ounces. We need about half of this. I need to do more research on bone broth, but I've heard that bone broth is like super duper good for you. Whenever we come off of fasting, we are always recommended to use bone broth for like that full day of eating. Use bone broth, and it has like a ton of benefits to it. Again, I need to do more research. Thank you for sharing the live, Noel. I appreciate you. I just miss the awesome community as well. I know. I really do like our community. It's pretty chill. Did Noel put the chill music on again? Boss Baby Steel, welcome in. What are we making today? We're making a delicious beefy, cheesy pasta. High protein. I think the calories on it. I need to find the macros and post that. And I'll post it in Discord. I'll find the macros and then we'll post that. Onion and garlic is the classic. Yes. Winter Raven, hello. Hello, what's cooking this morning? Yeah, we're making it's a beef, cheese, and well, it's like a creamy beef cheese pasta for a meal prep. The cheese sauce that we're making is relatively low cal, and you can make it more low cal by certain types of cheeses you're using. I'm not in a deficit at all right now, so I am I'm not going to be using like fat-free cheese, but if you want to make it less caloric, you can do fat-free cheese and protein pasta, things like that are going to be higher protein, more bang for your buck. Like I said, I've actually been eating probably about 3,000 calories a day, so I've been eating full fat, a lot of stuff lately, and I just feel better because of all the stuff we're putting in. Wow, you're very muscular. Yeah, I like to work out and I like to eat, so you know, Combination of those two things usually end up with the gains. I have been doing a lot. I should DM you. Okay. Tell me the things. What's up, Spring Shields? Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. We use bone broth at home a lot. You can use chicken, beef, or fish bones after taking the fillets. I feel like fish bones, I would like lose the bones and then end up eating them somehow. We had a friend who, he was super redneck. I love it. They would catch fish and fry them, and he would literally eat like the entire fish, bones and all. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he broke the tail off the fish and ate like the actual like fin of the fish. And he was like, tastes like potato chips. I died. I was like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? But honestly, I feel like people like that end up being like the healthiest because they eat like super natural food. But yeah, he was like, yeah, it tastes like, because he would just fry the fish whole and he'd be like, yep, tastes like potato chips. Eating fish bones, I can't do it. I feel like I'm eating like fingernails or something. You were Air Force? I am not Air Force. My husband was in the Air Force for 10 years. I just got the spouse, the dependent shirt. But no, I personally was not in the Air Force, no. Nope. I was about to make a joke about people in the Air Force, but I will refrain. Fishbone broth is a staple for me. I've never heard of that. Great with ramen. Okay. Shh. Okay. Well, if you served, oh gosh, oh my bad. Well, you served if he did too. There was times where I spent a lot of time alone whenever he was deployed, and whenever we had kids, he was TDY. So, you know, it was challenging for me too, but I was not the one actually serving. But thanks, I appreciate that. Yum, I love ramen, so good. Okay, so let's check on our noodles, make sure they're not sticking. They're about ready, and then these are starting to simmer. We'll let those. I think the onions are going to take a minute for all that. All the water to evaporate out of that, but that's my part that I'm the most excited about. I literally could just eat the onions and bone broth. Just like scoop it and eat it. I freaking love onions so much. Okay. We can probably start working on the cheese sauce as well. I think it looks like it was pretty simple. We're gonna use our blender. Oh, and there's our noodles. Don't judge me, underneath my cabinet is very messy. I keep my toaster down here, and I literally have like a million crumbs down here. Gotta eat that toast. Let's try one of these noodles and make sure they're not super hard. Firm but not chewy. I see that Nostradamus salted our water for us. What's your guys' favorite kind of noodle? I'm always looking for like different, interesting kind of noodles. I love getting the ones from, it's going to sound funny, but the ones from TJ Maxx, they have the multicolor pasta that's like interesting shapes and stuff. Have you guys seen those? Or they'll do like they'll make them like heart-shaped for Valentine's Day, and they'll have them be like pink and red, and it's cute. Probably not the healthiest if they use dye. I would hope that it's not dye to color it, but maybe it is. But I would imagine it's hopefully like tomatoes or something. I don't know. Tortellini. Yeah, we use penne a lot. Tortellini. I am only a fan of tortellini if it is in a soup, like a tortellini soup, or I have a lemon dill tortellini that I make that is the best pasta I have ever had in my life. This recipe is fantastic. I have put that recipe in the Discord somewhere in food suggestions. If you scroll through, lemon dill tortellini is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. So good. It uses fresh lemon juice, fresh dill, fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I think there's a little bit of chicken broth and heavy cream, butter. It's like, oh, it's decadent. It's so delicious. And we usually make it as a side for our dinner. So we'll have like, I don't know, chicken or steak or something. We'll do the lemon dill tortellini as like our carb and then have a salad or something with it. Oh my gosh, it's literal heaven. And then they do lemon zest. You grate the lemon zest and sprinkle it over the top with more fresh Parmesan. Oh, it's so good. Like yes, it's like my favorite recipe. If you can't tell. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about it. You like lasagna noodles? I saw somebody make a pasta where, you know, the edge of the lasagna noodles are like wavy. They had those, but they were like, it was like a fettuccine noodle, but it was like wavy, like the edge of a lasagna. And I was like, what the heck kind of pasta is that? Like, I keep trying to find it. I'm like on there trying to describe what the noodle is like, and I can't find it. And it looks really good. Definitely not Kraft. Random movie characters. So I'm gonna show my age right now. When I was a kid, they had the mac and cheese, the Kraft mac and cheese that was shaped like SpongeBob. I think it was SpongeBob, Patrick Squidward, and Gary the snail. Like they had like the shapes. And then the cheese packet was blue. So you had blue cheese. It was supposed to look like the ocean, like the water, but it was blue cheese. And then it was like the different shaped characters from SpongeBob. Did anybody eat those when they were a kid? Because I do. And every time I see them, it's like super nostalgic. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my mom used to let me eat that. I love squash noodles. That sounds good. You're going to have to teach me how to make squash noodles. I've considered doing that, at least mixing it in so it's not so much pasta. Homemade pasta is actually really good, and I don't think it's detrimental to your health. Eating pasta that's like not homemade, especially here in the States, is probably not fantastic. But we do make pasta, like whenever I make beef and dumplings or anything like that, I make the noodles from scratch. I do know how to make my own noodles, and I do make them occasionally, like for like homemade chicken noodle soup, I'll make them. But it's like an egg noodle. I don't make like my own like other kind of noodles. So I need to be better. I think that would be something that would be really fun. It would be like an experience to make your own pasta. Maybe one day when the kids get a little bit older and they can help me with dinner a little bit instead of like harassing me while I'm cooking. Your tan is on point. Oh, why does everybody say that whenever I'm in here? The lighting in here is so much different than in the garage. We have a lot of natural lighting in here, so I guess I do look darker. Okay. But thanks, Lanston. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hear an echo. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting on the onions to finish up cooking. We can start making our cheese sauce. Okay. We're putting our blender straight onto the scale. Obviously tear it. We got cottage cheese. I'm gonna have to grate cheese. I don't do bags of cheese. I only fresh grate cheese because the bag cheese, I don't know if they put like a cornstarch or something on it, but it seems like, I don't know, it has something weird on it. So I like my cheese fresh grated because I'm super extra. But I said 2 bags of cheese. I'm not sure how many ounces. It's gonna be a fair amount of cheese for sure. So we'll grate cheese. We'll make our cheese sauce. I made some chili mac pasta last night and it was so good. It was like a slam dunk. I've been doing lots of pasta this week because I have all of my benchmarks this week. So we've been eating a lot of carbs, the whole family. But we normally don't eat this much pasta. We usually do pasta like maybe once a week. I like to do a mixture of different types of stuff. We almost always have some sort of taco, corn tortilla taco. We usually do a pasta. We'll do 1 or 2 nights where it's like something that's grilled, like a grilled like steak or chicken. And then I'll do like some sort of chicken with like a sauce and rice or something like that. We try and do a mix so we don't get burnt out on the same food over and over. He said farts. They're basically pumpkin and noodle form. Ooh, that sounds good. I guess you were born late 90s. I was a 94 baby. And I was the youngest kid in my family. So I have kind of get like the 80s vibe sometimes with some of our, what's it called? Some of the stuff we watch. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I used to watch that show. And they're like, that was before your time. I was like, yeah, but all my siblings were older. And my parents were older because I was the last kid too. So I think my parents are in like they're like mid 60s right now. So my parents are a little older. And I think my brother's turning like 43 this year or something crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's weird to have a brother who's 40. It's crazy. I still feel like a kid. I feel like I'm like 22. I think I'll forever feel 22. Love them 80s, dude. 80s had like the best like cartoons and they had so many good movies and the music was good. Like 80s were pretty cool. The hair though, man, was a bit wild. 80s themed workout day. That would be hilarious. Richard Simmons. Oh my gosh, I would die. I remember watching the videos. I don't think I could be around. Oh gosh, so much cheese. It's like really compact in there. Come on. Lord help me. Okay. It's a lot of cheese. Okay. I don't know if we're going to use all of this, but at least it's all grated now. I was not expecting that block of cheese to grate that much. Okay, looks like we got a few more minutes on the onions. How's the beef doing? Beef's looking good. I would hold it up for you guys, but I feel like I would burn myself. Maybe at some point I will. Right before we add everything, I'll show you guys what the beef looks like. Okay. So we need milk and water and cottage cheese. I freaking love cottage cheese, y'all. It's so good. I think my favorite thing is cottage cheese with pineapple. I've seen some people do cottage cheese with cucumbers, and that looks really good too. They did like mint and cottage cheese and cucumbers and something else. I can't remember what it was, but it looked really good. We got people redeeming farts in here. Chef Jesus, welcome in. Just tuned in. What are we cooking today? It's a cheesy beef and noodle meal prep. I don't really have a name for it. I don't know what it's technically called. I'm making it. I'm just over committing myself like normal. Yep. I'm exactly the same way about cheese. Yeah, cheese fresh grated just tastes so much better than the bag cheese. Always tastes bland, and then they like saturate it in some kind of cornstarch or some sort of starch or something so it doesn't stick to itself. And I don't know. It is weird. Cellulose, gum. Oh gosh, don't even say that. I can't do it. Happy Thursday, Raphael. How are you? Good morning. What's up, Heej? Or a sister that's 40. You're not 40, you're 20. 28, sis. 28 forever. 80s music is literally the best. It is good. I still listen to like 80s rock and stuff during my workouts. He said, how dare you? Oh no, what'd I say? I just did 6 miles with the kids. You ran with a stroller? That's wild. Holy heck. Yeah, I know. I just like to check in on all the platforms. Yeah. How dare you? Oh no, what'd I say? Michael Jackson or Prince? Are you asking me who I liked better? I don't think I could choose. I like both of them so much. It was so funny. So I have a friend, she's a little ditzy. She's a little bit younger than me, and she saw Prince, and Prince was singing Purple Rain, and she was like, who is that? Michael Jackson? And all of us were like smacked our forehead. We're like, oh my gosh, Tori, just stop. Oh man, that girl cracks me up. Okay, we need 540. How many is this? 680. So we don't need this whole thing, but close to it. Have you guys ever made Alfredo sauce out of cottage cheese? It's literally so good.
Did you read those top ones? That HB person is the first time chatter.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some of them. I did miss one. I missed 1, 2. I always feel like I'm 20. Yeah, dude. Me too. What are we at? 540. We're at 546. There it is. Okay. Okay, so we got our cottage cheese in there. Unless we go 90s and do Taibo. Oh, Taibo. Oh my gosh, the Taibo guy was so intense. I loved it. That would be funny. Do a Taibo workout day. Very excited about this. I think we're gonna eat this for dinner tonight. So, and then whatever's left over, we're gonna do as a meal preps for the next few days. What was I getting at? Oh, cup. Okay, so we're doing 2/3 cup of milk because I only did 2/3 of a recipe because otherwise I don't think I'd have room for all the meal preps this is gonna make. And then it's 2/3 cup of water. Oh my gosh, you're such a brat.
That's for you being a brat.
I'm not. I'm the sweetest. I'm literally the sweetest thing in this world. Such a sweetheart. Okay.
I'll
You shall not lie. You don't think I'm sweet? Really? Oh my gosh, do you guys hear that? Nostradamus said I'm not sweet. My heart. I feel like I'm very sweet, actually. You lost me at cottage cheese. Dude, cottage cheese is such a good base for sauces because whenever you blend it up, it gets very, very smooth and creamy. And then it's high protein and it's low calorie. So using cottage cheese as a base for your sauces is fantastic. Okay, how much cheese do we need? I said 2 bags of cheese. There's no way. I don't know what size bags he was using, but we're going to put a hefty amount of cheese in. And then we'll taste it and then possibly add some more. Does that look like about 2 bags of cheese?
It's only 11:30.
I forgot to look at how many ounces. I forgot to look at how many ounces the bags were before I started streaming, so we're just guesstimating on this. Obviously, if you want it to be lower cal, you can use a fat-free cheese, but this is everything we need. We're going to blend it up for a few minutes until it gets smooth. Then we're going to mix it all together and it'll be done. This one takes a little bit of time, but it's really not like, it's just because, you know, like boiling noodles takes a few minutes and then like the meat being in the crock pot for 3 hours. So it just takes a while. But if you're like, if you're at home or you're making it like the night before, it's really easy. Oh my gosh. We got gifts. Kija, thanks for the heart me. Anina, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you guys. Copper Boy, good morning. Casey, hello. How are you doing? How is 90s and 2000s retro now? I know. I almost had a heart attack when they said 90s was oldies. It wasn't even considered throwback anymore. It's considered oldies. I was like, oh my gosh. I try not to look offended so people don't know that I'm a 90s baby, but man, I was like, whew. My grandkids are going to be like, oh my gosh, Gigi, you were born in the 1900s? Like, they're going to tell me I'm so old. It's going to be very embarrassing. Can you split an egg or an apple? No, I will not. I like mixing ricotta and cottage to make my own lasagna. Ooh. So nobody in my family except for me likes ricotta cheese, and it is so sad. So I have to make like a tiny sliver of our lasagna that has, what's it called? It has ricotta cheese, and then my husband likes cottage cheese in there instead of the ricotta. And then my oldest son hates cottage cheese, like refuses to eat it. So I have to make a strip for him that has nothing, like no kind of cheese other than Parmesan and mozzarella. And even mozzarella, he gets a little bit weird. He's our picky child. But you can't blame him. He's not with us full time. So he has like a totally different way of eating whenever he's at his mom's house versus here. So it's just like, it's a lot. What is HYROX? Oh my gosh, Vital, you ask me this like every day. It is a race where you do functional work, where you run and you move things, and it's great. You spelled provolone wrong. No. Provolone is good also. Do it. Go 3 bags. Cottage cheese is goated. Cottage cheese is fantastic, and it's a natural form of casein. So if you ever get hungry in the evening, and instead of grabbing a bag of chips or ice cream or something, cottage cheese before you go to bed is really, really good for you. Do cottage cheese. Cottage cheese and pineapple after dinner. I like, especially in the wintertime, we eat dinner early, like 5 o'clock. We're like typical family with kids. We eat at 5 o'clock because the kids go to bed so early during the winter. So whenever we go to sit down at like 8 o'clock to watch a show, me and my husband, I'm hungry again. I'm like, oh man. So cottage cheese is my go-to evening snack. Cottage cheese, or are you making mac and cheese pasta? It's kind of like that. So the cheese sauce is going to be very similar to like a mac and cheese sauce. Sometimes if you want it to feel like really, really mac and cheesy, I have this cheddar powder back here somewhere. If you want it to really feel like mac and cheesy and have like a super strong cheddar, you can put like a tablespoon of this in here as well. And it'll make it taste more cheddary. And my kids love it. It makes it feel more like less healthy. which it is, but it's still like it's not bad. And we'll do that and like some like salt, pepper, garlic powder, maybe a little bit of paprika or something like that in the cheese sauce. Oh, that's a noodle. I was like, what is that? Accidentally got a noodle in here. So the onions are almost done. There's just a very tiny bit amount of the bone broth in there. It's almost completely evaporated. I'm going to go ahead and start blending this. Cool Ranch Doritos. Ugh, I cannot do Doritos. Doritos are a little too unhealthy for me. Okay, so hopefully this won't be too loud on stream. You guys hear me over the blender? Okay, let's check in. Sorry, I don't think you guys can hear me over the blender. Yeah, it looks pretty smooth. I think it'll be pretty good. Doesn't look clumpy. Okay, let me make sure that you guys can actually see. Okay, so this is kind of the consistency of the cheese sauce. Looks super yummy. It's really thick and creamy. We're going to be adding that here in just a second. That's the cheese mix and the onions. I'll show you. The onions are about done as well. You guys see the onions? See how much of that bone broth has evaporated? It's just a tiny, tiny little bit of bone broth left. We're gonna keep those on, but those are about done too. And then our noodles are just sitting here. Kind of toss them so they don't stick together too much. And this will make meal preps for you for like your entire week. You'll have at least a full meal of I think it was like 10 huge meal preps. So even if you and your spouse are meal prepping together, you guys will have plenty to eat for, I would say it's probably 10 meal preps. And let's see if I can do this without burning myself. Okay, and this is what the meat looks like. Can you guys see it okay a little bit? I don't want to spill it. We're like borderline. So yeah, it's the, what's it called? Meat with seasoning and the diced tomato. That's what it looks like when it's about done. And then we're going to combine it here in just a second. I'm really excited to try it. All right, here goes the onions. I hope we're going to be able to actually like mix all of this together in here. I'm kind of nervous for space. Let's do the cheese sauce next. Yeah, if you want to add seasonings to your cheese sauce, you can do that as well. Let's put this in. Sometimes I'll add garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some of that cheddar powder in my cheese sauce as well, just to make it extra flavorful. We put a lot of seasoning in with the meat, so hopefully that'll be enough. If it's not, then I'll go ahead and add a little bit of extra seasoning afterward to make up for it. And then we'll put some of our noodles in here. Oh gosh. Dude, and I did 2/3 of a recipe too, and it still is going to overflow this. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a full crock pot full of delicious food. Okay. So it needs a little bit more time, obviously. So once you combine everything, I think it's another hour in the crock pot. But I wanted the main part of it to be done here so that you guys could kind of see what it's going to look like. It thickens up being in the crock pot for about another hour. I got to double check and see on the video. But yes. And that's it. So we'll let that sit for another hour or so, and we'll have like 10 meal preps worth of food. High protein. I think the calories on it were pretty good. Yeah, it was really high protein. It was very balanced macros. It wasn't too high of fat or carbs or anything. It was kind of a good mix of all of it. So yes, whenever it is completely done, I'll snap a pic. I'll put it in the Discord so you guys can see the actual finished product. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was this one it's honestly pretty chill. It's definitely a good one if you're home, obviously, because it takes a while. You have the 3 hours that the meat has to cook, and then the onions and the pasta can be cooked at the same time. And then the cheese sauce is super quick and easy to whip up. And then you just got to let it sit and kind of thicken up in the crock pot. And then you have an entire crock pot worth of meal preps for like your whole week. So it's fantastic. I really like this one, and it tastes good. It feels like you're eating something unhealthy, but has good macros in it. So another person I like, Stealth Health, has a lot of really good recipes like this, crock pot recipes that are, I mean, we have one cutting board, a knife, a spoon in the crock pot. Like it's very minimal. It's very minimal dishes that you have to do. And then you have meal preps for, I would say, at least 10 meal preps, if not more. So it's a good one. When Ozzy passes away, you know you're old. Oh my gosh. Cottage cheese is the best. Hey, Hotep, how's it going? It's good to see you. Talk about a special order. I know lasagna is one I don't make hardly at all anymore because everyone is really picky when it comes to my lasagna. I used to make it all the time, and then everybody just got pickier and pickier and pickier, and I was like, screw this, I'm not making this anymore. Most of the time I just say, screw it, you guys are gonna just eat it how it is. But my son just he just won't eat dinner that night. So every time I go to make lasagna, I know, okay, my oldest is just not going to eat tonight. And we don't really let the kids like have something else because we don't like because they're like, my oldest is willing to make his own dinner, but he doesn't clean up after himself, so he'll make like a full-on meal and make a whole bunch of dishes, but then he doesn't do his dishes. So I'm like, nope, you're either eating lasagna or you're going to bed hungry tonight. So or we make him clean up all of his crap if he wants to make himself something. But most of the time, everybody has been pretty good. But the lasagna is like, that's the one dinner that is a huge pain in the ass to make. Pineapple, does that not get sour with yogurt? I don't think so. Cottage cheese and pineapple is a really, really yummy combination. Ever try that on popcorn? I do have a powdered something for popcorn. So if you want popcorn and not put a bunch of butter on it, but you still want it to taste good, it's probably not healthy at all, but it's low calorie. I'll do plain popcorn, and instead of drenching it in butter to make it taste good, I put this like cheddar, it's like a seasoning, and I'll sprinkle this on top, and it makes plain popcorn taste good, but there's like no calories in it. So yeah, it's just like seasoning. So it makes the popcorn taste good, and you don't need a ton of butter on it. It flavors it nicely. So that's another one of my hacks to make health, because popcorn plain is actually pretty healthy for you. The thing that makes it unhealthy is drenching it in butter, or not even necessarily unhealthy. It just makes it very caloric. When popcorn, if you munch on popcorn in the evening, it's actually like, it's like 100 calories. You get like a big bag of popcorn for 100 calories. So that's definitely a go-to. Whenever I'm cutting, I eat lots of popcorn. I eat lots of cottage cheese. I do stuff like watermelon, things that you can eat a lot of that make you feel full. Potatoes are really good. Quest chips are the ultimate Dorito substitute. I don't like Quest stuff very much. It feels very artificial. But I'm not a Dorito fan to begin with, so I always try and stay as simple and natural as possible. So I would rather, I like to eat stuff as close to coming out of the ground as possible. So I don't like a lot of like artificial, like sugar-free jellos. And there's a lot of people who do like bodybuilding stuff where they have to eat such little calories. They like chew on bubble gum, they eat sugar-free jello. They're taking they're drinking protein shakes a lot. It's not super like healthy. It's not nutrient dense food. And I prefer to just eat stuff as natural as possible and just, live with it. But Doritos just feel like the most unhealthy thing in the world. It's like on the same level as candy for me. You sound muted, but yeah, I think it's the noise cancellation whenever I was had the blender on. Cooking stream, go. What's up, Twigbot? How are you doing? You can make chips out of squash too. I've done the apple chips where you slice apples on like a mandolin really, really thin, and then you bake them, and my children love them. They're so good, and they get crispy, but they're very sweet. We'll sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on them, and my kids love them. I would imagine you could do that with a lot of things, huh? Skinny Pop. I haven't tried Skinny Pop. I just get like the plain popcorn and pop it, and then I'll do like a little bit of salt, or I'll do some of the, because salt, especially that salt I have in there, it's the mineral salt. It has like a ton of minerals in it. This Celtic salt is so delicious. I use this on literally everything because it's like the most flavorful salt I ever have gotten. I don't really do iodized salt anymore, because this salt has a lot. This one actually does not have iodine in it though. So if you do use this salt, make sure that you have like a multivitamin or something that also has iodine in it, which mine does. But seriously, the most flavorful, delicious salt ever. And then it has like, I think it was like 84 minerals in this salt. It's like a very high quality salt, and it's delicious. I use that on everything. And it makes my food taste so much better. I don't recommend it, but tastes are different. Cottage cheese is also enzymatically altered by fresh pineapple. The protein is broken down. So it's bad to combine. Are you saying it's bad to combine pineapple with cottage cheese? Like it makes it unhealthy, or does it just make it taste different? Because I like the taste of the combo, but if it changes like denatures the protein or does something that's harmful to it, then that would make a difference for sure. Anna, welcome in. How are you? Making me hungry. Yeah, this meal prep smells really, really good. I'm excited for it to be done so I can eat it. Shared 2 things with you on Discord. Hope it helps, Tay. Thank you, Winter Raven. I can't wait to go see. Want to make Jeff Bezos pay? Yeah. Let's get a free sub through Prime. Hit that link. Thank you, C-Dub, for sharing. I appreciate you. Cottage cheese and Cool Ranch Doritos. Ugh. I'm Mediterranean lasagna with feta cheese. That actually doesn't sound terrible. What do you use? Regular lasagna noodles, or do you use a different kind? Try kelp salt. It's healthy and natural. I've never heard of kelp salt, but that sounds interesting. I loved you in Transformers. Yeah. They made so many Transformers movies that I can't even keep track of all the women that were in it. I know the originals had Megan Fox, and then they changed it to, I think that, what isn't it one, the second one they replaced Megan Fox with, like, she was like a Victoria's Secret model or something. I don't even know her name. And then they swapped her out for somebody else. Like, no shame. They just keep swapping people out. Megan Fox. I do not look like Megan Fox, but she is beautiful. Simple and clean, just like Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Is it Kewabena? I can never say your name right. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What's on the menu today? We made a beef and cheese pasta meal prep today. The base of the cheese sauce was cottage cheese. If you use cottage cheese, non-fat milk, and fat-free cheese, the cheese sauce is actually very low calories. Most of the calories comes from the ground beef. I used a lean ground beef. I think mine was 90. I would say 90 to 95% lean is what you should shoot for with your meal preps if you can. I get my my lean beef from Sam's Club. They have giant, like, the huge chubs. Normally those gross me out. I'm like, nope, absolutely refuse to buy those. And then I saw one day when I was at Sam's Club, they had it was like 90 or 93% lean beef in the chub. I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully it's not disgusting. And the beef was actually like really lean beef, like for real. Cause I always thought the chubs were like all the leftover, like nasty ground beef. So I never bought them, but, the lean beef from, Sam's was actually really good. So I've been pretty happy about it. We go through so much ground beef in our family. It's absolutely wild. I think I go through one of those 10-pound chubs, every week and a half, maybe every 2 weeks at the most. So yeah, we use a ton of ground beef in our family. It's wild. Yes, you make it the same way, but a little less sauce, like Italian. Oh, that sounds good. Hey, what's up, Smoked? Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've gotten so many different celebrity lookalikes. Some of them are pretty, some of them not so pretty. I'm trying to think of, I have gotten Megan Fox like once before. I got the gal Gada, how do I say her name? Gatto, the one that played Wonder Woman. I've got, what's her name? Oh, I can see her face, but I can't think of her name. Madison Beer. I've gotten Lisa Kudrow. Who else have I gotten? I would say most of them have been, I've gotten some. There was one that was really bad. I got really mad about. It was people I don't know their names, but whenever I went and looked on their Instagram, it was bad. I was like, I hate you. I'm just kidding. Meep, hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. But yeah, I don't feel like I really look like anybody. I've gotten Gadot, or however you say her name. I've gotten her like twice. I've gotten like Megan Fox twice. Oh, I got RuPaul once. Somebody said I looked like RuPaul, and I wanted to punch them in the throat. I was quite upset. Oh man, that was one that got me. I wasn't super happy about the Lisa Kudrow one either. She's fine. She's not ugly, but she's not like somebody I want to look like either. Hey, do you work out often? Yeah, I would say 5 days a week. I work out really hard. I do 2-a-days, 5 days a week. Thursdays is my active recovery day. So I normally do like I don't know, like an easy bike ride, 20 to 40 minute easy bike ride. Or I'll do like an hour-long walk around like my neighborhood. Most of the time we do it first thing in the morning with a hot cup of coffee, and it's very lovely. It makes me very happy. I get my first light in and start my day off really nice. It's great. I am always in such a good mood whenever I get up early and do oh my gosh, I can't talk. Some form of cardio. The only day I don't do cardio first thing in the morning is Sunday, and we get up relatively early anyway and get ready and go to church. But every other day I wake up and start my day with cardio, and it's fantastic. You don't look anything like Lisa Kudrow. Me and her both have like kind of like the long, like we have the same face shape, and our nose is kind of similar, but I don't see a whole lot different. Hulk Hogan died. Are you serious? I know that Ozzy just died. We played a song for him as tribute. Pretty much adding feta, Mediterranean seasonings. That sounds pretty good. I didn't know. Are you serious, Andrew? Did he really die? That'd be sad. My kids don't even know who Hulk Hogan is, and that makes me sad. Take out the best hair. I need to get a haircut. My hair's been hard to manage lately. I don't want it to be shorter. I need to get my layers reestablished, and my bangs are so long right now. I can't even like make them look good. So I'm probably gonna get a haircut soon. I don't know if I haven't decided what I want to do, if I want to dye my hair or what. So I'm probably not gonna do that yet, but I definitely need a haircut. I'm probably just gonna get a haircut, and then whenever I decide what I want to do with my hair, I'll decide. I recently started putting pumpkin in my oatmeal. Ooh, that sounds good. If you do like oatmeal with like cinnamon and pumpkin, I wonder if honey or like maple, like a real maple syrup or something would be better, or maybe some like brown sugar. I don't know. Put a little something in there. That sounds really good. That's a good idea. I might try that in the fall whenever I get like super white girl, put pumpkin and everything. I do have a pumpkin cheesecake cookies. It is literally a pumpkin cookie, and it has a cheesecake bite in the middle of it, and I bake them, and so it's like cinnamon. It's like a delicious cinnamony pumpkin cookie with cream cheese in the middle, and oh my gosh, they are so freaking good. I don't know. Maybe I'll make them on stream. They're kind of a pain to make, but they are like literally one of the most delicious cookies I've ever had in my life. They're decadent. I feel like I'm eating like a dessert well, they are a dessert. They're like, it's delicious. They're so good. So good. Not healthy at all. Not a healthy recipe, but you know, you guys know I like my seasonal stuff too. I just recently, oh wait, hold on, we read that. I put cinnamon pumpkin and made it with some PB2. I don't know if I would like pumpkin and peanut butter together. That might be too much for me. Kelp salt is very, I don't know what that says. Umami? Yummy? I don't know. How's it going? Voldadork. Welcome in. Sriracha and PB noodles. So I do make a peanut butter sauce noodle, and it's delicious, and it does have sriracha in it. So it's like spicy. Oh, it's so good. That's like one of my favorites. I start my old job on Tuesday. I'm getting some clips edited because I have less time to edit clips. Yeah, dude. Editing takes forever. It takes so long. It's like a full-time job. I only did it with yogurt and curd, which I mix often with different fruits, but pineapple, it gets really bitter. It's not bad with cottage cheese, and it's not unhealthy, just pre-digested. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to do more research because that's fascinating. The pineapple with the cottage cheese thing. I want to make sure that there's nothing, because like I know that if you put salt on your eggs while you're cooking them. It denatures the protein. You're supposed to put the salt on your eggs after you cook them. I wonder if it's similar with the pineapple and the cottage cheese. I don't think I could eat, I mean, I could eat cottage cheese plain, but I can really put it away with some pineapple on it. What salt brand was it? It's, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a French salt. Can you see it? I can't tell if, hold on. I can't tell how close it is. Can you see it? You can get off at Amazon. I actually think I have it linked in, it's linked in my linktree. Stuff I talk about frequently, I link in there just because people ask me all the time what it is. That one's actually linked in the shop. I need to put other things in there too that I talk about a lot. But yeah, it is seriously the best salt I think I've ever had. They have this one is fine salt. So I tried getting the coarse salt and putting it in my actual salt and pepper grinder, but this salt has very high levels of magnesium in it. And if you guys know anything about magnesium, it's a water hungry molecule, so it draws in a lot of water. So if you ever try and put Celtic salt in a pepper, like a salt and pepper grinder, it literally just gets like stuck in there. Have you ever been to the ocean and the salt had so much moisture in the shaker that like the salt, like it has like water in it and you can't shake it out of the shaker? That's what this salt does. So you have to get it like you have to get it in this, and even this, it can get clumpy because of all the magnesium in it, but you can't put it in a salt and pepper grinder, which is really unfortunate because I love like fresh salt and pepper. But I use this, and then they also have a coarse salt that's like really chunky that we put on steaks and stuff, and it's so good. I love that. Or I'll put it on like my avocado. I'll sprinkle, if I do like an avocado toast or anything, I'll put the chunky salt on that, and oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. I'm a yoga instructor, Avita. That's so cool. I've been talking about doing a little bit, maybe potentially doing more what's it called, yoga. I think it'd be good for calming me down and helping me relax. I'm a little bit higher stress person. I have young children. I do 2 intense workouts every day, or almost every day, and I have a lot of home life stuff that is crashing and burning, so my stress levels are really high. I'm like, I need to do yoga or something to help me relax and chill out a bit. Hey, thanks for the rose. I appreciate you. So yeah, I need to do something. I think yoga or something like that would be quite lovely. I could see my kids doing it with me and enjoying it too. So I'm always trying to find ways to incorporate healthy things that my kids will also like to do. Great hair, thank you. Somebody came in like as soon as I went live and was talking crap about my hair. I'm like, shut up. I do use the pink Himalayan salt sometimes too. I think the only thing I've heard negative about the pink Himalayan salt is you have to get a really good quality one. You don't want to get the cheapest one you can find from Walmart or, wherever. You have to get a good quality one because the Himalayan salt, depending on where they cultivate it, there can be like ore and other things that are found in it. So you have to just make sure that you get a good quality one that doesn't have like heavy metals and stuff in it. How are you doing? I am doing good. This week has been a little bit exhausting. I have all my benchmarks this week, so I've been pretty tired. Last week I was so stressed out because I had a bunch of stuff going on with my family. So I was like emotionally exhausted last week, and this week I'm more like physically exhausted. But I'm recovering. I had Monday and Tuesday were really hard days. Wednesday wasn't that bad. I only had one benchmark yesterday. Today's active recovery, so I'm hoping to just try and stay as relaxed as possible today. And because I'm not working out, hopefully I'll get a little bit better sleep tonight and feel really good tomorrow going into the benchmark we have tomorrow. I think is just a 5,000 meter ski. I like to think I'm really good at ski. I feel very confident in ski, so I'm not super nervous about that one. Obviously, it's not going to feel great because I'm going like all out, and it's probably going to be at least 15 minutes would be my guess. I need to look at ski times and see what's a respectable time and shoot for somewhere around that. But yeah, we're making it through the week. Pumpkin, maple, cinnamon. Ooh, yeah. I always keep real maple syrup and honey on hand because that's mostly what I use to sweeten stuff as much as possible. Once in a while, if I'm making something really unhealthy like chocolate chip cookies, I use the like refined white sugar and like brown sugar and stuff like that. But I try and avoid that stuff as much as possible. But if I'm going to eat a cookie, I want it to taste good. I don't want to make like the healthy cookies that don't even feel like a dessert. It's like not even worth eating. So I do keep some of that in-house still, but most of the time I don't. The biggest dangers with salt are mercury from the water and C4 residue. Oh my God, that's so bad. Pumpkin's health benefits are endless, and it's also good for what? Slimming food. Yeah, I like pumpkin. Two days after Ozzy, that's crazy. Confirmed about Hulk Hogan. No, that's so sad. I feel like I need to dress up like him tomorrow and act like him so we can never forget pink salt. Cottage cheese goes with veggies for me. Ooh, paprika, radish. Yeah, I've seen people do like the savory cottage cheese, and that sounds really good. Show the Celtic salt bottle one more time. You need it again. Can you see?
In our link tree.
I told them it's in the link tree if you want to find it. Can you? I don't even know if you can see it. Yep, it's in the link tree if you want to find it.
You're at 10%. But
all right, my phone's gonna be dying soon, so we'll probably be wrapping it up here in just a second. I'll try and get through what we have left of chat, and then I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I'm a dude and I love everything pumpkin, even candles. Oh my gosh, are you from like the Midwest or like Missouri? People in Missouri went absolutely wild about pumpkin stuff. Yoga and pool day. Ooh, that sounds nice.
this like supposed to thicken up eventually.
Yep. I'm trying to get back into lifting weights. The only thing I don't know much how much I can actually lift. Well, just start slow and light and then gradually progress. Don't go and try and lift what you used to do like in high school or college. Just start back slow and then see how your body feels. I know a lot of people that would go in and try and pick up where they left off after, not lifting weights for years and stuff and end up hurting themselves. And then they become even more inactive because they have injuries. And so just start slow and gradually progress and then see where you land in a few months.
Horrible advice.
I don't want to get hurt to find my max. Yeah, no, don't do that. I wouldn't max out. Honestly, I feel like maxing in the gym is unnecessary for most people. The only reason why I do max lifting is because I am aiming to be an elite athlete, and all of my programming comes from all of my programming is based off of a % of my max on certain things. So I have to do benchmarks and stuff like that. But for most people, max lifting is not necessary and it is unnecessary risk. So if you're trying to be an elite athlete, if you're going to train to be a strong
Really
man,
appreciate
you're
your
going to be
time
doing
here. It
max
is such
lifting
good
more
motivation.
frequently and things like that. But if you're just trying to be healthy, trying to be fit, trying to lift weights, there's no reason for you to really do that. If you feel very confident, if you've been lifting for years and you feel really confident in your abilities, then, maybe test out a max, make sure that you have all the safety precautions, and you warm up. Did it really?
Yep.
You're lying.
No.
It died? So stream is ended?
No, it's not ended. You're just going to have to go. They can still hear you. You're going to have to go into PC and just finish up in there.
All right. It's probably for the best because I'll sit here and talk all day. I don't have any of my lights though. It's gonna be so bad. Okay, audio is good. Okay, I'm just coming in to say bye. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna have any of my lighting in here, so it's gonna look terrible, but I want you guys, I wanna say bye. All right, guys, my phone died, so we are obviously done doing kitchen stream for today, but tomorrow we have, I actually don't know what we have. I have a run and I have a benchmark tomorrow morning. I actually don't have any plans for lifting on stream. I don't even know if I can lift. We'll be streaming, but I don't know what yet. It's going to be great. I'll figure it out and let you guys know, but we'll be on tomorrow. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and stick around. We'll try and raid out Big Frohead. Thank you for the heart me. Thanks for the roses, Avita. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.